Okay, we're ready to start our first lesson. The first lesson is the language of algebra. So this is going to be probably a refresher. I don't think you'll have anything brand new in this lesson, but this is going to be a refresher on the keywords to look for when you're solving a word problem or having a conversation to figure out what kind of math should you be doing, what operations should you be using. So when you're watching this video, you should have your notes page in front of you, the notes page that's called the language of algebra. And that's what I'm going to be checking tomorrow to make sure that you completed this assignment. So your notes page at the top of the page looks something like this. You have 6 boxes there, and each box has a word in it. The top 4 boxes are the basic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. That's what I'm talking about when I say the operations. It's basically what you can do with the real numbers. Then you have 2 other boxes, a box for exponents and a box for equivalents, because those are words that we see a lot too. A lot of keywords are really referring to one of those 2, so I included those in the notes page. You do not have this in your notes page, but what I'd like you to do now is transfer these words onto your notes page in the appropriate box. So this is a list of keywords, words that you commonly see in word problems or when you're trying to solve a problem, and I'd like you to pause the video and take a few minutes to put each word in the box that you think it matches with. So you see the first word is the word plus. Plus we know is a keyword for addition, so go ahead and write that in the box that says addition and leave room because there'll be a couple of words in that box. You might want to use a pencil because we'll be correcting these together, so then you can fix your mistakes and use this as like a reference sheet as you do your problem solving. When you have all of the boxes filled in, you will continue. This is what your answers should look like. So you can pause the video again here and check your work, make sure you have all of the words in the right boxes. And now we'll try a couple of practice problems together. So I have 3 expressions here, or equations. The difference between an expression and an equation is just whether or not it has an equal sign. So if it has equivalence in it, an equal sign, then we call it an equation. Otherwise, we just call it an expression. So I have 3 here. And the best way to go about kind of translating these into algebraic expressions is to start by highlighting or underlining the keywords. So in this first sentence, the sum of 9 and 10, we see one keyword from our keywords boxes, and that word is sum. And we know that that is a keyword for addition. It's in the addition box. So we would write this as 9 plus 10 using addition. The keyword in the next sentence, 6 less than 7, is less than. And that's kind of a tricky one because we have a tendency to think that this means minus, and it does, but you have to use it a little bit backwards. So instead of writing 6 minus 7, because of the word than, we have to do it in the other direction. 7 minus 6, because that would be what tells us a number that is 6 less than 7. That number would be 1 if we were actually solving this expression or simplifying it. And finally, the last one is a little bit more complex. There's a couple of keywords there. The keywords, if you have them highlighted already, are minus, plus, and is. Remember that is a keyword for equals. So this is going to give us an equation since it has the equals in it. The equation would be 9 minus a number. We don't know the number, so I'm putting in a variable, just a letter, because we don't know what number it is. 9 minus some number plus 12 is 3. We'll go over a lot of these together tomorrow. We'll do a lot more examples, but this is a good time to write down any questions that you have or anything from the video that was confusing to you so that we can talk about it right at the beginning of class tomorrow, and then you can get into your practice. Good job, that was your first lesson.